PayPal to offer crypto payments for merchants, limited trading on Venmo. MicroStrategy will pitch Bitcoin to 1,400 public companies. How will BTC price react? Small and medium hodlers controls 40% of the Bitcoin supply. Data. China could shut down Bitcoin for $7 billion a year, says Logical Capital chief strategist. Despite that, Bitcoin, XRP, Link, VET, and every single coin that we are going to go today is almost on all-time high. So we need to discuss about that. And now, let's begin. Welcome back to CryptoWealthy channel, guys. In today's video we're going to go through the technical analysis and those news, but first let's go through the news. So after that we're going to jump onto the technicalities of the VeChain, Chainlink, XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin and other altcoins that we bought very quickly. So first thing first, PayPal to offer crypto payments for merchants, limited trading on Venmo. We have more adoption from the PayPal side because it seems like they don't want to miss this opportunity. These guys are early investors, early institutional investors, and they are going to, as you can see over here, take a lot of money from it. After their unlimited crypto trading service exceeded expectations, the company will double down on crypto, blockchain and digital currencies in 2021. So as you can see, I told you many times before, it's not only everything about the Bitcoin, it's also about other altcoins. So other altcoins are also going to have adoption. Remember that. After a limited buy sell hold crypto trading launch that exceeded expectations, PayPal CEO Dan Schulman said on the company's Q4 earnings call today that the payments giant is ready to double down on cryptocurrencies. We also saw an exceptional response from our crypto launch, said PayPal CEO Dan Schulman. The volume of crypto traded on our platform greatly exceeded our expectations. Schulman said that the crypto would be accepted as a funding source when shop at any of our 29 million merchants late first quarter, and that 2021 will feature an extensive roadmap around crypto, blockchain and digital currencies. We are significantly investing in our new crypto, blockchain and digital currencies unit, he said. This is going to be huge, and I do believe that PayPal may actually trigger the buy opportunity for the new retail investors and therefore a new retail bull run, right? So I hope you are holding some of the cryptocurrencies because we are going to see all season sooner or later. MicroStrategy will pitch Bitcoin to 1,400 public companies. Ladies and gentlemen, how will BTC price react? As you can see, if you are interested in the legal consideration firms face while integrating Bitcoin into their corporate strategy, you're not alone, Sailor wrote. We have professionals from more than 1,400 firms joining us tomorrow for this discussion. He also said that he has never seen so many CEOs sign up to attend one of its events, adding, every company can benefit from plugging into the Bitcoin monetary network. Imagine, guys, this is just beginning. MicroStrategy is just the beginning. What about those 1,400s? This is going to be insane. And also MicroStrategy is going to benefit a lot from this. I mean, they're first in it. They bought a lot of Bitcoin, and right now, well, they can pretty much shield the Bitcoin as we do with the cryptocurrencies over here all the time. Why is MicroStrategy discussing Bitcoin with public companies? High net worth investors in the US rely on Coinbase to purchase Bitcoin and typically withdraw the BTC they purchase to self-custody wallets. They don't want this. Nobody wants this from the institutional investors. They want custody of their hands. Hence, when Coinbase outflows increase, it signals that large buyers in the US are buying BTC. On Monday, CryptoQuant CEO Ki Yong-yu said massive Coinbase outflows, $15K BTC at 32.4K. Looking at the TX, it went to custody wallets that only have ingoing transactions. It's like to be OTC deals from institutional investors. I believe this is the strongest bullish signal. MicroStrategy has purchased approximately 295 Bitcoin for $10.0 million in cash at an average price of 33.8K per Bitcoin. We now hodl 71.079 Bitcoins acquired for $1,145 billion at average price of 16.1K per Bitcoin. So what happens next? Inflows into the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust and outflows from Coinbase spike considerably after the meeting. Then it may suggest that some companies may have bought BTC. Switching to the next one, small and medium hodlers control 40% of the Bitcoin supply data. This is also very, very important. We don't want institutional investors only in the crypto space because we don't want such a big manipulation, which is existing, let's face it. Distribution keeps getting better, says Willy Vu, amid continued claims that the Bitcoin is a network is too centralized. Bitcoin ownership is becoming more decentralized every day. Data shows allying fears that the supply is being controlled by an elite. Data from Glassnode reproduced by Statistically Willy Vu on February 3rd shows that the number of smaller Bitcoin holders and those holding coins on behalf of the clients keeps growing. This is very important. We said we want also institutional investors and we also want retail investors in the normal amount to hold the Bitcoin, not one side to suffer. That's very important. Bitcoin in the hands of the little guy. Distribution keeps getting better. It was summarized in a series of tweets on the data. Rough estimate is 40% of the available supply is controlled by small, medium holders. And last but not least, news for today, China could shut down Bitcoin for $7 billion a year, says Logical Capital chief strategist. So this was the actually debate with crypto proponent Anthony Pompilano. We all know who Anthony is, but nevertheless, this is just a discussion and a guessing game, nothing special, but it's nice to actually cover it. The discussion between the Bitcoin skeptic and the Bitcoin bull has just been published by digital asset media outlet Real Vision. The vast majority of the mining activity is occurring in regions like China, Russia, and Iran. And if we incorporate the participation of mining pools, they control in excess of 90% of the hash rate. This is not a decentralized system. The current estimate of how much it would cost to shut down the Bitcoin network if, for example, China were to decide simply to start mining empty blocks is around $7 billion a year for a nation state. That's nothing. Now the question is, of course, that's nothing, but why would they do that? And is the Bitcoin really on their way? And should have been they actually regulated and take money from the Bitcoin and not shutting it down with throwing money into it? That's pretty much stupid. That's my personal opinion, but nevertheless, let's switch to the next one. It's complete absurd that the US government would put itself into a situation in which the control of the monetary system was outsourced in the same manner that we've chosen to outsource our iPhone production, he added. In terms of a ban of ownership, I'm not advocating for that, he said. I'm actually suggesting that I think a ban is the eventual outcome. Whether that is a good or bad will ultimately be decided by the future. Rebuting Pomp argued that should Green's worldview prevail, the United States will make the mistakes of excluding itself from the global financial revolution that the blockchain and crypto will drive. Mike, I think, has the belief that other countries are benefits from an open digital decentralized protocol. He's not wrong. But the reaction or the end results of that should not be we, therefore, are going to opt out, because that will not stop these other countries from using their open digital decentralized protocol. We should embrace Bitcoin and ensure that the United States stays the leader on a global scale, he added. So much from the news. Let's switch to the price of some altcoins and on the Bitcoin also. As you can see, we're on the weekly chart of the Bitcoin. We're going to look the full overview over here on the higher time frame, because it's Friday. We're most probably not going to record during the weekend. Maybe I will, we will see. If something big happens, I may actually do some video, but nevertheless, Bitcoin already on $37.2 thousand, and I believe that the next stop is 37.9k for the Bitcoin as the next resistance, and after that the next stop is $42,000 to be broken and continue bull market towards the upside. You know, this all-time high over here, this trading volume that we had for a month over here is very important, and we did not drop below this line that I just draw you, this red line over here. Actually, I need to zoom in so you can see this black line over here is some of the neck for this market structure that is forming slowly but surely, and we are still above that line. That's very important. We saw some big volatility above it, and right now we are managing somehow to hold these levels for the Bitcoin price. That's very, very important. Now over here MACD is showing us a little bit weakness, but that's okay. We still have a lot of place to surge towards the upside, while also the RSI is still into the overbought zone on the weekly chart, but that's happening already 2-3 months, as we can see over here, and that's nothing special. We still can stay above if we see further push above $42,000. Now, second for mentioning is worth mentioning. Chainlink managed to break all-time high today, or to hit all-time high today, and will hit most probably higher all-time high. As you can see, we bought on the all-time high a few days ago, and if we switch to the 1 daily chart, actually it was over here, I think, where we bought, and right now we are slightly in profits, but nevertheless, as long as we are not in the good minus, right? If we zoom in a little bit on the daily chart, you can see that we are almost an all-time high. Yesterday we in this candle we broke to the $26, 26.12, and over here right now we are on 25.82. so right now, as you can see, we are still in this ascending triangle, which is bullish ascending triangle. You have the higher lows and you have the flat resistance. After that you should see some massive breakout, most probably like this, and probable retest over here before surging towards the upside, except if we don't see big momentum, especially if the Bitcoin continues rallying very, very hard. If we include the MACD and the RSI, the good thing about this over here is that the RSI is still below level of 70, below level of overbought zone, because overbought zone is one of the bearish ones. So for now, on that sort of a way, we don't have a correction. And also on the MACD we have the convergence over again. As you can see, histogram is showing us that the bearish fading momentum from this drop over here is actually good, and we're going to see most probably spike towards the upside. Also, the volume is showing us dropping over here, so we are going to see, ladies and gentlemen, most probably breakout. Whenever the volume is dropping and you're in the consolidation pattern, then you can see and expect one big push after the even bigger drop in volume. Observe this. Switching to the next one, VeChain is making some interesting and similar stuff over here, ladies and gentlemen. We have also some ascending triangle or pennant, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Pretty much we have ascending situation over here as on the link. We have again higher low, some sort of a flat resistance, and we're going to break up most probably. That breakout should happen above 3.6 cents, and right now we are standing on 2.8 cents. As you can see, also the histogram on the MACD and the RSI is preparing for that. We have good consolidation phase also on the RSI over here, while histogram is slowly going to converge towards the bullish side. I'm not sure if this is going to happen today, but I do believe in the next few days we are going to see the breakout, because VeChain has those long weeks, which is going to give us some sort of a consolidation first and drop in volume, as we are seeing right now. Before that, VeChain is very consistent and slow, but sure, right? Now I urge you to check out the yesterday's video about XRP, our trade that we made over here. This is the second trade after this pump and dump that we have from the Wall Street guys. We discussed about this in yesterday's video, 9 minutes, 8 minutes video. Go and check it out. We discussed about trouble area between our tradings. So as you can see on the daily chart over here, we traded from this line over here, and most probably going to trade to this line, somewhere in between of that area, that range. We're going to trade it. But as you can see over here, the first trouble area is still making us trouble. Yesterday we broke it, but we didn't manage to close above it. If we switch to the 4-hourly chart, you can see, actually it's better 1-hourly chart, you can see over here that during the night we were, I need to zoom in, like this, we were above this trouble area over here, and right now we are actually below it. We are still hovering around this area over here. I hope we are going to close over here so we can surge towards the upside. The next trouble area that I believe it is the 49.5 cents over here. This is going to be the major one before we retouch 60 cents. As you can see, we discussed about 15 minutes pattern over here at the end of the yesterday's video. This pattern over here, we were, I think over here we recorded video, and I already draw this on that video. I draw this pennant and I told you that we are in consolidation phase and that we are most probably going to break towards the upside, which actually happened, but we didn't manage to hold above these levels. It seems like that this level is very, we draw the good level in advance, so it seems like that it is valid. As you can see, if we zoom out on the 1 hourly chart, you can see actually why, because that's the trading range over here around 31st January towards 31st January in 20 hours. So this is the on 1 hourly chart important level where the resistance, where the actually area of resistance becomes area of support, perfectly neatly and precise, and this is the reason why it's obvious level of resistance and support. So switching on the daily chart and switching to the MACD and the RSI, we are still on a good path towards the upside. MACD have way too much space towards the upside. We're not going to even discuss about this, and even the RSI is in pretty good position, but we're going to see the outcome for the XRP. Our buying on the Ethereum Classic is down pretty much. This was our entry point, but we are holding anyway, 9.7% in loss for now. Switching to the XMR. XMR is the good buy, as you can see, in 8.2%. AST BTC DeFi is also in plus of 3% or something. CRV is doing pretty well for us, ladies and gentlemen. Also DeFi project 51.5%, very nice. EOS also is doing something interesting. We have 13.7. I think the EOS with those weeks is pretty much the same as the VET, even worse, as you can see, big volatility. If we switch to the next one, I think this is it actually. These are the coins that we bought and we are in some profits, right? But what I like the most is the pretty much XRP Ripple trade over here. This is the double trade that we did. I discussed about this. We traded this from 48 cents or so, I think, somewhere approximately over here, and we sold on this week actually 66 cents, which was 30-40% or something. I'm not actually, we may measure, yeah, it was 35-67%, somewhere approximately around that. And after that we waited bottom information. You need to go in the previous video. I discussed about how we actually managed to find those levels, how you should enter the point, where to enter, how patient you should be, and so on. Make sure to check out the previous video. It's not way too long. Now I think this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. We covered a lot over here. I hope you enjoyed this content. Let me know in the comment section down below what are you trading with and what are you buying for the long term. I want to thank each last one of you for watching our videos. Have a great weekend. Until the next episode, happy trading and goodbye.